All right, guys, this is Mr. H. I wanted to go over um, an IXL assignment that I gave, DD.5, which is making predictions using experimental probability. I wanted to just go through and do like 3 or 4 questions just to show you how to do these. And then if you have any issues, you can watch this video and hopefully it'll help you understand exactly what you need to do. All right, so let's start by looking at, this is my iPad. You should see, it's called Making Predictions Using Experimental Probability. Now, one of the things that I've been trying to convince you is that there are a lot of different kinds of questions that you can solve if you know how to set up and solve proportions. And this is another example of that. This is probability, experimental probability, and we're going to be making predictions. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to set up a proportion and solve it. So let's go. All right, so here it says, of the 20 clients who had their hair cut at Kira Salon last month, 8 had black hair. Considering this data, how many of the next 15 clients to get their haircuts should you expect to have black hair? All right, so we're going to use a proportion to set this up. And the reason that we can use a proportion is basically saying, look, 8 out of 20 clients had black hair. If we have this same rate, if we continue at the same rate, how many of the next 15 clients do you expect to have black hair? So basically, it's implied that there's a rate that we had that we're going to continue to have, and then how many of whatever we're looking for will it be? So let's go. So we had 8 clients who had black hair, and we had a total of 20 clients. Now we're going to set up a proportion, and we're going to say the next 15 clients, and we put it on the bottom. Clients go with clients. Now we want to figure out how many are going to have black hair. That's what we're trying to answer, so we make that X. So all we're going to do is what we've been doing, cross multiply 8 times 15 over 20. So 8 times 15 is going to be, let's see, 8 times 5, that's going to be 120 divided by 20, which is 6. So the answer for this one, there's going to be 6 clients. All right, another one. What we have here says Isaiah had 6 donuts over the past few months. Of those donuts, 3 were glazed. Considering this data, how many of the next 10 donuts Isaiah eats would you expect to be glazed? So again, it's a rate. They're saying 3 out of the 6 or half of the donuts were glazed. So how many of the next 10 are going to be glazed? So set up a proportion. So 3 glazed out of 6 total donuts. So if he had 10 donuts, how many of them would be glazed? You can see that 3 is half of 6. So we take half of 10, and that's going to be our answer. Answer would be 5. Submit it. Done. Next, of the 10 flights to arrive at Lowell Airport, 5 were late. Considering this data, how many of the next 14 flights would you expect to be late? Again, 5 out of the 10 were late, or half of them. So you would expect half of the 14 to be late. So that would be 7. Okay, now it says passerbys have taken 2 pieces of chocolate cake, 2 pieces of banana cake from a sample tray. Based on the past data of the next 12 samples taken, how many would you expect to be chocolate? So we have a total of 4 pieces of cake, and out of those 4 pieces of cake, 2 were chocolate. So if we have 12 pieces, how many would you expect to be chocolate? Again, 2 out of 4 is half, so half of 12 is going to be 6. And I'll do one more. It says Alvin is tossing bean bags at his target. He hit the target on 5 of his last 15 tries. Considering this data, how many would you expect Alvin to hit out of 12 on his next 12 tosses? So we're going to say he hit 5 hits out of 15 tries. So how many would he hit out of 12 tries or 12 tosses? All right. You divide 15 by 3 to get 5. So divide 12 by 3 to get 4. Or you could cross multiply. You could always cross multiply. 5 times 12 is 60. 60 divided by 15 is 4. So either way will work. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to show you that basically this is what we've been doing so far, being able to set up a proportion and then solve it. That's all you're doing. All right, if you have any questions, as always, you can give me a call or just send me an email. Thanks.